We're live.
Hello, and
Hi,
welcome
everybody.
to Sound Booth Theater Live, the movie! My name's Gary Furlong.
The movie.
Yay! I'm joined by Jeff Hayes, Annie Ellicott, Ahmed Mahmood, and finally, Laurie, Catherine Winkel! We're here to entertain you, and we are also raising money. So don't forget to donate. We are trying to finance Sound Booth Theater Live's first quest into space. That's right, Jeff, yeah?
Yes,
That's incorrect. That is incorrect.
Incorrect?
That is bad information.
I was given bad information then.
Alternative facts.
Fake news.
We would like to go to space to escape COVID, but it's not really a realistic goal. I think a more realistic goal would be to help people that are on the front lines, trying to stem the spread of this crazy disease. And in order for them to do that, they have to have supplies. They have to have masks and ventilators and all the things that keep you guys from dying horrible deaths. So, and themselves, right? I mean, arguably it's better if even the medical people who are trying to save everybody else die less horrible deaths even than the people that they're trying to save. So, I mean, arguably it's better if even the medical we got an echo. So we're giving to Global Giving. We have a GoFundMe set up, and our goal for today is $600. And just to let you guys know, when we get to that goal of $600 or anything up to that $600 goal, I am also matching those donations. So all of your donations will be doubled up to that point. We've already raised how much? Do you guys? Oh shit!
I'll get the GoFundMe open.
Where is our GoFundMe link? Oh, it's in the description of the YouTube channel. Duh.
Oh wow!
Forgot to bring it up, guys. I'm so irresponsible. We were just busy.
You juggle a lot of balls.
The amount?
Those donations, so all the balls.
Too many balls to keep track of.
All right, that's muted. Good. All right, so we have raised
I think it's two. Sorry, you said.
$1,491 so far.
Nice.
We already had a $130 donation for this particular
Nice.
day.
Nice.
So that's up to $60 already.
Sweet.
We're 10% there, right? So
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Find the link in the description of the YouTube video. It's also in the Facebook post. If you guys could please give, we will give.
And please if you've already given, please feel free to share with all your friends, your families, your pets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Need that pet cash.
Get your poodles in on this.
Pet $8. Indeed. What are we doing first?
We're
We're doing love in the time of Corona. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Yes. No, but it was a much better delivery. Okay. We all ready?
I'm ready.
Previously on Love in the Time of Corona, we saw Felicity and Ford separately try to booze their way through lockdown. Felicity, made pensive by wine, discussed the emotional and mental ramifications of quarantine with her sister, while Ford incessantly texted her. Distracted by living her life, Felicity initially failed to notice Ford's increasingly desperate texts. When she did finally see them, she found his overtures sweet rather than irritating, yet ultimately not beguiling enough to bring her attention back to her phone. Instead, she followed Lauren on a cyber journey through the social media content of one Julian Child, a famous lifestyle influencer who compensates for his utter lack of credentials with an overabundance of confidence. Armed with liquid courage and goaded by Lauren, Felicity sent Julian a message asking for his advice on how to mitigate the feeling of being overwhelmed by the unexpectedly high social expectations she's felt pressured by since the quarantine began. Eventually, the combination of drunkenness and Julian's soothing voice lulled Felicity to sleep, unaware that a response from him, along with dozens of messages from Ford, awaits her.
Oh, shit.
The following morning, Ford awakes with a throbbing headache and the scent of whiskey leaking from every one of his pores. His throat is so dry, even opening his mouth to a Caribbean rainstorm would not saturate it. His head still heavy with the fog of a hangover, Ford tries to piece together the events of the previous night, a feat made considerably easier by the fact that the stay-at-home order prevents him from going anywhere he might find trouble.
Zoom happy hour with the guys. Damn.
Stunned and ashamed that he was able to achieve such heights of drunkenness while physically alone, Ford wonders if his digital drinking compatriots are suffering as much as he is. Yet, as he reaches for his phone...
Oh, shit. Shit.
He remembers another crucial detail about last night, namely his humiliating texts to Felicity. Unlocked before finally passing out around 2 in the morning. So as to preserve what remains of his dignity, he opts to scroll through his typo-riddled texts as quickly as possible, only resting his eyes on the most recent one.
If you done like me, anyone I understand, least just tell Met.
Which translates to, if you don't like me anymore, I understand. Just tell me.
Oh, God.
Ford glances at the time. It's 8:26 in the morning, and he knows Felicity will be waking up any time now. Though his mind is still addled, Ford believes he can salvage their fledgling relationship if only he can craft the perfect apology text. He is certain it will take more than a few incoherent text messages to dampen what he knows is a genuine connection. Meanwhile, out in Westchester, Felicity begins to stir.
Good morning, sleepyhead!
God, what the hell?
You fell asleep in here last night, just like when we were kids. Isn't that cute?
Adorable. Now can you please stop yelling?
Yeesh. Somebody woke up on the wrong side of my bed this morning.
Very funny. I'm gonna go try to get another hour of sleep before I have to be online before work. I don't even know how you're alive right now.
Must be my magical powers.
Hey, wait, where's my phone?
Felicity's indifference towards her phone has dissipated in the harsh morning light.
Seriously, where is it?
Relax, it's gotta be around here somewhere. Oh, here it is.
Oh.
Oh my God.
What?
See for yourself.
One might guess that Lauren is referring to the 38 text messages Felicity received from Ford the previous night, which would normally be a headline in and of itself. Instead, however, Lauren's shock is directed at the Instagram direct message her sister has received from a certain social media personality.
Holy shit, you made me message Julian Child last night?
Yep.
And he responded.
Yep.
And I have 38 text messages from Ford.
Well, yeah. Also that. But don't you want to see what Julian Child has to say?
Is it weird that I'm nervous?
No. But the sooner you open it, the sooner you'll know what it says, and you won't have to be nervous anymore.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But it doesn't matter if that's true or not. Felicity's curiosity has already gotten the best of her as she navigates to Julian's message.
Hey, Felicity. That's a beautiful name, by the way. Definitely one we don't hear of. Thank you so much for your message. I'm sorry to hear you're feeling overwhelmed by social pressures, but rest assured, you aren't alone. I can tell from your profile that your family and friends mean the world to you.
Oh my God, he looked at my profile!
Keep reading.
So, I wouldn't worry that you aren't doing a good job being good to people you love. And even if you do drop the ball from time to time, you're only human, just like the rest of us. Nobody knows how to perfectly navigate these troubling times, but the key to doing it with as much grace as possible is to just be honest. Honest with the people around you, and honest with yourself. You also mentioned in your message that you don't feel as though you have enough time for yourself these days. That's tough. Tell me, what's an activity you like to do when you're alone that brings you peace? For me, it's M&M, mindfulness and meditation.
Oh my God! He totally wants you to message him again. What are you going to say?
Nothing right now. I need to go back to bed.
Seriously?
Seriously, I feel like I've been hit by a truck. I'll respond later today. It's not like he's out there waiting for a response from me anyway.
You never know.
Yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
It isn't until Felicity reaches the relative privacy of her bedroom that she remembers the texts from Ford. Scanning the first few, she is immediately overcome with nausea, though that may be partially attributed to all the drinking she did last night. Faced with the prospect of having to respond to Ford's copious messages, she decides to procrastinate by instead drafting her reply to Julian.
Julian, thank you so much for responding to my message. You have no idea how reassuring it was to read your kind and supportive words. I've been taking lots of walks by myself since quarantine began, so I don't know if it's an issue of not being physically alone, as much as it's an issue of always feeling connected. Does that make sense? As far as meditation goes, I've never done it before, but I've always been curious. I know you have a lot of videos on the subject. Are there any in particular you'd recommend?
Oh, much to Felicity's surprise, Julian reads her message almost instantly. Her heart skips a beat, boom, 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 as she can see him begin to type again.
That makes total sense. Honestly, the best advice I can give to you is to just be comfortable asking for the space you need. The people who truly value you will totally understand. And if there are people in your life who don't understand and appreciate that you need time for yourself to unplug, well, maybe that's toxic energy you just don't need. I'm also glad to hear you're interested in meditation. I think it'll really help you in many different aspects of your life. I'll pull together a list of my favorite videos and send them your way. In the meantime, please don't hesitate to reach out with any other questions.
Wow, thank you so much.
Although she doesn't really expect Julian to send her a list of videos, she suddenly feels a glow with the recognition she's received from such a beloved public figure. She is unable to stop herself from fantasizing about hearing him say her name with the same adoring reverence with which he speaks of home-brewed kombucha. Yet she is distracted from her daydreams by an incoming text from Ford.
Hey, babe. I just wanted to say I'm really sorry about last night. I was drunk and lonely, and I was missing you a lot. I know that's no excuse, though, and I promise I'll try my hardest not to let it happen again. As you can probably tell, though, I can't stop thinking about you. In fact, you're the only girl I've thought about at all since this began. I can't wait to be able to see you again. If you're still willing to see me, that is. Ha ha.
Oh. Felicity is struck by both the kindness and the desperation of Ford's message at once. Just 24 hours ago, a message such as this one would have launched her heart into song. Now, however, this urgent appeal to Felicity's pathos or pathos, whichever you like, makes her feel cornered. Back in New York, Ford's own heart jumps into his throat as he notices that Felicity is beginning to type her reply.
Hey, Ford. Hope you aren't feeling too shitty this morning. No worries about the drunk texts, we've all been there. To be completely honest, though, they did make me realize that I've been doing a really bad job of asking for the space I need. Not just from you, but from everyone. It has nothing to do with you, but I think I need to make more of a concentrated effort to focus on myself until the world gets a little more normal again. I hope you understand.
End scene.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh, that's
Poor
painful.
Ford.
That is painful.
And here is Emily Labus, the writer of Love in the Time of Corona.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice, great job tonight, guys.
Paul, everyone.
Yay.
In disguise.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, what was that?
So you're sending you a hole in disguise. So, all right. Tell
All
us
right.
a little bit more.
We having a ball with Arsenio Hall.
Tell you a little bit more. Well, I think we're about to start seeing. We're going to see these characters develop more, complex relationships. We're going to see Felicity and Julian get to know each other a little bit in an interesting way. So yeah, at this point in this story, I'm sorry, I completely lost that thought. You guys did such a great job tonight, though.
You know what I love
Yay,
about
thank
this?
you.
I love that we can all, I think most of us can so deeply relate to both characters in this scenario that it's like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like cringy on both ends, which is, I
Yeah.
think it's a sign of good writing, like
I
there's
feel
a
real
lot of
bad
humanity
for-
in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely meant to be sort of magnifications of, just a few of the emotions that we're all experiencing, but especially right now, but always, really.
Right.
I've been in Ford's position before.
Same.
It's not nice.
I've been
It's so
both in-
unpleasant.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
that apology text was for sure based on at least several that I sent to my boyfriend before he was my boyfriend. But hey, it worked out for me, so maybe it'll work out for Ford.
You're saying there's hope for Ford and Felicity?
Well, to be completely and totally candid, I'm not sure. When we initially wrote it one way, as the characters have kind of grown and developed on their own, I've started to see it a couple other ways. So I think ultimately, we're going to see what's going to happen. But yeah, it's been a really fun ride. You guys are doing great. I didn't think anyone could follow Justin's performance as Julian, but Jeff, you did an awesome job. It was really cool to have Laurie with us for the first time. And yeah, I mean, I think even cooler than all of that is that we're doing this for such a great cause. So please donate if you can.
Yeah, and please share if you've already donated.
Yeah.
Right, there's a link.
Yes. The link is in the description of the YouTube video and also on the Facebook post. So if you guys could please help us reach our $600 goal today, then actually that would be like we're up to, I don't know, 1,200. And if we actually reach the goal as well, I mean, even if you guys donate up to 300 and then I match it to 600, then we're gonna go up in the goal again for next time. Also, I for one can't wait to see the heel turn of Mr. Julian. That's gonna be even more entertaining than his build-up. Please.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that. I'm so excited for him to be a more prominent character in these scenes.
Explain what you mean by heel turn.
Okay, it's all right. So the way that the story has him set up, like he's real compassionate and but you can tell facade, right? And then his true colors are gonna show up at some point.
Yeah. Is that what you're betting on?
And that's the turn.
Nice.
That's
the heel turn.
Yeah. Well,
I like that.
It's a wrestling term.
Nice.
Where a good guy in professional wrestling turns into the bad guy.
And he turns on his heels to do that.
No, he turns into a heel.
Or any other number of bendy body parts.
Oh, yeah, I completely misunderstood this term.
The crook, the elbow.
Yeah.
The crook of the elbow. If it's broken.
Yeah. All right. So what is next, guys?
Next up is Second Chance by
for having
Brady
me.
Frost.
Thanks
a lot, Emily.
Thanks, Emily.
Thanks,
Bye.
So we have two characters in this one. I'm just going to read the description. We have Denton Wade and Ava.
Yeah.
So should we just, Jeff, do you want to take Denton, and Laurie, you can take Ava?
Sure.
Does that work?
I should probably warn you, I haven't read this.
Well, neither have I.
No,
great.
This is the cold reading section.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I did
Excellent.
read it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not doing
and
anything.
we have to come up with a game. So Gary,
Yes.
Gary, give us a game.
As far as I understand it, right? So we're going to have, when Ahmed plays a certain sound, whichever sound Ahmed wants to pick, the person narrating is going to have to change their character. So change the character voice or change how they're reading. So, for example, after saying our temporary goodbyes, Roger exited the program. We'll hear a noise, and then it'll have to be, in his absence, I was alone, surrounded by the miraculous splendor of the digital landscape.
All right, and we choose.
I like that.
So who's
Like we played last
narrating?
time.
We've got two characters, and we've got a narrator.
Gary.
Yes.
Are you going to
and
narrate? Okay.
I believe it's from Denton's point of view.
Oh, it's first person.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm just making faces for this for this.
Well, we
section.
can pick a sound to change narrator. I just don't know what that sound would be if we
Ah.
want to do that.
Okay,
Lead into the improv game.
I like that. So, you make the sound and then you announce who the new narrator is, or you say, how about you say change and then you say who we change into, like who the person is coming in and who. So, like Annie
Right,
could become narrator, or Annie could become Laurie's character.
right.
Okay.
Actor Uno.
We'll learn by doing. So we'll start off
Cool.
with Jeff and Laurie,
All right. Well,
and Ahmed can have fun.
did you already read the descriptions?
Yeah, I'll read them now.
Okay.
Denton Wade is in his late 30s. Come on, thing, get bigger. I'm talking to the screen.
That's
That's
what Jason!
Denton's a father.
Hang on.
His voice isn't sarcastic. He's not enthused to be where he is right now. He's trying to make the best of it so he can see his kids. He knows that being unpleasant and overly irritated won't get him what he wants. Ava's duty is to keep Denton calm while helping him progress through the tutorial. Typically, she walks people through their tutorials until family and move on to the next world. Denton is different, since this version of him never consented to join Endworld. He's been given the chance to jump from the cliffs at any point and delete himself. This concerns her. Her voice is soft and soothing. For now.
All right. So, Second Chance by R. Brady Ross. After saying our temporary goodbyes, Roger exited the program. In his absence, I was alone, surrounded by the miraculous splendor of the digital landscape. Birds cried out their lonesome songs as they drifted on the thermal. The white marble ruins reminded me of the life I'd left behind. The last page in my book had been turned, and I'd missed out on the final chapter. The idea that I had died months after stepping into that pod was still hard to accept. It was almost as hard to believe as the notion that some other version of me had chosen this path. But what reason would Roger have for lying? And why go to the pain and expense of getting me here when things...
Hello, traveler.
A soft, feminine voice said, startling me out of my wandering thoughts. I turned around to find a beautiful woman draped in thin, wispy white fabric that fluttered in the gentle breeze. Her hair was raven black against her pale skin, and her green eyes...
Gary. In his native tongue.
Okay, where am I? Her hair was raven black against her pale skin, and her green eyes sparkled in the sunlight. Hello, I said, confused. Are you the tutorial? She laughed and put a hand to her mouth in an effort to hide her growing smile.
This
She gestured to the surrounding space.
is your tutorial. I am Ava.
No, the different Ava.
So you knew that line again?
Different Laurie
Yeah,
Ava
I
or
am
different
Ava.
person
Different-
Ava?
Different. Oh, good point.
Different voice or different...
Different voice. I meant different
Different
voice
voice.
in that case.
Yeah.
This
She gestured to the surrounding space.
is your tutorial. I am Ava.
Oh, I said, feeling the heat.
That's approval.
Oh, okay. Feeling the heat of embarrassment burn my cheeks. I'm sorry. To be honest, I'm still not sure if any of this works. I hope I didn't offend you.
No offense taken, traveler.
She reached out her hand and smiled openly.
Do I have your permission to access your personal information?
Is that a requirement to finish the...
The main character is Annie.
So the narrator.
Is that okay? Is that a requirement to finish the tutorial? I asked, unsure of the implications of such an agreement that such an agreement might pose.
It is.
She answered. Her tone was the epitome of politeness, and her smile seemed to vaporize my concerns like ether. With no alternate course of action standing between me and my family, I sighed and nodded. If I wanted to finish this, my only option...
Jeff. Narrate.
If I wanted to finish this, my only option was to play along.
Not Western. Not Southern.
I was just taking over. If I wanted to finish this, my only option was to play along.
Quantum.
If you'll take... Wait, what? Quantum?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
He's just calling him.
I was the peanut. I was just being the audience.
Oh, okay. If you'll take my hand,
She said.
I will access your information and we can continue with the tutorial.
I placed my hand in hers in the best gentleman's handshake I could muster, firm enough to show I was still in control of my faculties, but gentle enough for a woman's finer sensibilities.
Ooh.
As far as I could tell, Ava could be anything from a well-scripted computer program to a fully fledged AI, and I had a feeling all of this could be a part of a larger test somehow.
Gary, you're Jeff.
Ava closed her eyes and her lashes fluttered as she processed whatever data I'd given her access to. When she finished, she blinked and then looked right into the core of me. She smiled again, but this smile was different. It felt even more genuine, if such a thing was possible. It was as if she could see everything I was, everything I'd ever hoped to be. It felt like she saw something inside of me that I couldn't see on my own. Then she accepted the wonderfully flawed and broken man who stood before her on this strange island of make-believe.
Gary, you win, Gary.
I just heard you do that.
You win, bro.
That's amazing.
Oh, God.
I'm confused. When did Jeff become a New Yorker?
I don't know. I didn't know how to process this.
It's doing perfect.
I felt both naked and surprisingly unashamed. Looking down, I was comforted by the knowledge that I was indeed still wearing my toga.
Scottish. Thank you. Thank
No, Annie's Laurie now. Not
okay.
Scottish.
Right.
No fun.
Thank you, Denton Wade.
She said, placing her other hand on top of mine.
I'm sure this is very new and unusual experience for you.
Oh, you can say that again, I said, cautiously withdrawing my hand. Then I cocked my head and asked, what all does this tutorial entail? Sorry. She didn't respond. Instead, she turned to appraise our surroundings. I continued my quest for information, trying to gauge what stood between where I was and the goodbye I was looking forward to. You're not going to have me jumping through hoops of fire or grappling with a minotaur or an ogre or something, are you? I know it's over.
Another laugh. Another laugh. Jesus Christ, that's it.
Ava merely laughed. The sound of it was like music. Can you give me a hint?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Was that me or you?
no, that's you.
Can you give me a hint?
You'll see.
Was the only reply she left me with. Then she turned and walked up the marble steps of the ruin like mist, flowing over water. When she reached the halfway point, she turned and beckoned for me to follow before once again resuming her ascent. I followed, climbing one step after another until I reached the top. The view was even more amazing from this vantage point.
Laurie, narrate. Also, as New Yorker as you can.
Ava stood in front of an ivy-covered rail and stared off at the endless horizon. When I joined her, she nodded, but didn't stray from her vigil.
Look at this world, Denton. Can you see any of its imperfections?
I glanced around, turning full circle as I surveyed the view from the peak. The world was more than just beautiful. It felt real. It's perfectly imperfect, I responded. From the cracks in the marble to the patterns in the leaves, nothing is repeated, and not a single pixel is out of place.
But there are...
Jeff, you are Ava.
But there are imperfections. This is not Endworld. That's you, Laurie. Ava said.
Ava said, her voice full of wistful abandon.
This world is different. It is unique and perfect. No, wait. No, wait. No, is that right?
Still you.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
You?
You got it.
Perfectly perfect. Yeah, as one might be inclined to put it.
There was that enchanting smile again. I didn't understand. What do you mean? I asked, dumbfounded by the strange twist of conversation. It was then that Ava turned to me, fixing her green eyes on mine.
This place wouldn't exist without you, Denton.
Me? I asked, incredulous. It's a tutorial program. Maybe this instance wouldn't exist, but I imagine there are at least 1,000 other people standing right where I am right now. One of Ava's eyebrows darted upward, and she glanced back toward the sea.
This place is unlike any I've ever visited.
Different voice.
She said,
Do I need to start over from this place?
No, well, wherever. Whatever you want. God.
This place is unlike any I've ever visited.
she said.
No one in all of creation has set foot upon this threshold but us. Each tutorial is different, yet they are all the same. Gateways to Endworld. Yours is not the same.
Is there something wrong with my tutorial? I asked. When she didn't respond,
Annie, narrate. As a New Yorker.
Silly New York.
Is there something wrong with my tutorial, I asked? When she didn't respond, the worst possible conclusions filled my mind, and I scrambled to make sense of this situation. I'm sorry, everybody. Mr. Cody here is doomed as Roger's previous attempts at bringing me over. A sinking feeling threatened to consume me from the inside, and I stared down at the crashing waves so far below. I could barely make out their distant roar as the sound flitted on the wind, each fragment but a faint glimmer of what it should have been. I didn't want to give voice to my worst fear, but I had to know. Are you trying to tell me I can't say goodbye to my family?
There is nothing preventing you from seeing your family once you have finished your tasks here, Denton.
Gary, same character.
I'm Ava.
Yeah, same exact voice and character.
There is nothing preventing you from seeing your family once you have finished your tasks here, Denton. I only meant to say that your tutorial is the first I've ever encountered with another way out.
Ava explained.
It is both beautiful and terrifying.
It was then that I understood what she was trying to say. It was what Roger had told me about before he left. I had a choice. She was talking about the ocean. It was another path, one that didn't lead to Endworld, but to oblivion. The great beyond.
You are still trying to decide which fate you might embrace?
I have to finish the tutorial, I said, trying my best to avoid the question.
Jeff, take over. She's at it.
Okay.
Do you want me to stay in New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to finish the tutorial, I said, trying my best to avoid the question.
And what will you do then?
She pressed. I will see my children and show them I'm okay. I'll tell them I love them. After that, I can't say I know for sure just yet. It was a little white lie. For some reason, I wanted to tell her. I wanted to confess my deeply rooted distrust of a supposed eternal man-made construct, but I was beginning to feel like Ava had skin in the game. What would it mean for her if I rejected Endworld?
I see.
That's Laurie. Same character, same
Okay.
voice.
What was the voice? I can't keep him straight.
Just
anymore.
real stern.
Warrior Princess,
I see.
she said, and it seemed she understood. Her gaze at the horizon softened. She turned to face me again, this time with a melancholy smile.
Are you ready to begin your first quest?
Let's do it, I answered, trying to sound more confident than I felt. Bring on the fire!
Please wait while I conjure flaming hoops, Denton Wade.
Ava replied, closing her eyes in a manner that suggested the task required deep concentration. Wait, hold up. You mean I really have to jump through hoops of fire? I asked, shocked. Ava opened her eyes and laughed. The unexpected humor caught me off guard, and I stared at her in disbelief. It took a few seconds to realize my mouth was hanging open, and I quickly shut it before shaking my head. Was that a joke? I asked.
Turn around.
Ava replied, still smiling.
Turn around again. Different voice.
Turn around.
You just sing all your lines now.
Thank
I
you.
have to sing all your
Yeah.
lines, Laurie.
Like is that Laura Branigan? Is that?
Oh, please sing the rest. Okay.
Bonnie Tyler, man.
And for Doodle in Total Eclipse of the Heart, no matter what the lines are.
Yes.
Okay.
When I
Now-
turned, I was relieved to see 5 half pillars jutting from the ground behind me. They were directly in front of the stairs we'd just climbed. Whatever this was, it seemed better than the flaming circles of varying sizes I'd half expected.
Gary is the AI.
Okay. New
But
quest alert.
he's the most robot-y robot he can robot.
Make him sing.
Nice.
New quest alert. You've been offered a quest. Choose your weapon.
More robot-y.
Before you begin your journey in Endworld, you must choose a weapon. Hint.
Less robot-y?
Hint. The weapon you choose will influence certain things, such as starter skills and home location upon entering Endworld. Choose wisely. This quest will be complete when you choose from the available weapons within the Endworld Everlasting tutorial. Reward. Weapon of choice.
The text popped up in a dialog box on the right side of my field of vision. At the bottom, there were 2 options, accept and decline. I focused on the option to accept a quest, and the box flared. Then disintegrated.
All right, Laurie's narrating.
Out of nowhere, a different kind of weapon appeared on each of the marble pedestals. A brutish battle axe floated in the air above the first. The second had a pair of crossed curved daggers, both a little longer than my forearm. The third, a wooden staff with a circular jewel.
Yeah,
Oh my
nice
God! Just
growl.
stop. Just no more. No more.
That was
No,
fucking brilliant.
I wish we
No,
had, I
Lau-
wish we could do the replay of just the growl though on the little long. Where was it? Like little longer. That was my favorite part.
I can growl wherever you want.
Well,
Now you're from Florida. You're from Florida, and you're not singing anymore.
I don't know how Florida sounds.
I don't either.
Neither
you
do
mean
I.
physically on
It's
me?
like
You'll growl
crafty.
wherever I want.
Just call her up.
Sorry, I
Growl
just
for me
derailed
now.
everything.
Is it me?
Yes,
It's you, from Florida. Laurie from
All
Florida.
right. Where were we?
Florida.
The third was a wooden staff with a circular jewel of some sort affixed at the head. The fourth, simple bow and quiver. Fifth, a plain-looking one-handed sword. I glanced back at Ava, surprised to see her looking on with genuine interest. My eyes were drawn to the staff at first. I'd always loved playing casters in traditional role-playing games, but mages typically started out slow, growing in power as they gained knowledge. It was a class I loved to play, but would choosing that path slow my progress in the tutorial? It was a question worth considering.
Who's Ava now?
Who is it? Is it?
I ain't got no idea.
Oh, that's right.
I think
Laura was
Laurie-
Ava.
Ava,
Laura was Ava.
you need to change it, so you need to buzz somebody.
Yeah. Gary, you're Ava.
Okay.
Be the best Ava you can be.
Do it. Go look up some art.
But no, also, Jeff is now the AI.
Oh, look up
When
the
it
heart.
comes up.
I'm the AI.
Oh yeah. Conflict wages within you, Denton.
Ava observed. I stepped closer to the row of weapons. It seemed entirely inconceivable that a realm as expansive as Endworld could be limited to 5 classes. What if the weapons represented archetypes? The hulking barbarian, the master of stealth and trickery, ranged casters, both support and damage, ranged physical attackers, and one-handed weapon specialists, which must include the tank classes. I try to remember every game I'd ever played that featured...
English. Cockney.
I tried to... Oh, Cockney. Oh, God, let me get out of whatever the fuck that was.
That's a
Diope.
big left
I
turn.
tried to remember every game I'd ever played that featured advanced skill trees.
No.
Hybrid classes existed in Endworld.
The path of the sword might also include variants of the classic battle mage archetypes. That could prove interesting. It was a play style I'd flirted with once or twice before. Reaching out, I gripped the hilt and tested the weight of the weapon in my hand, if you know what I mean. I pulled cold steel from its sheath. The blade was dull and the pommel plain. Standard starter weapons fare. Without thinking, I swished the sword. Without thinking, I swished the sword in a crisscross pattern in front of me. This'll do, I said.
Item obtained. You've acquired Squire's training sword. 1 hand sword. 2 to 5 physical damage. Quality average. Rarity common. Durability 2 out of 10. Quest complete. You've completed. Choose your weapon. Congratulations. You have obtained your first weapon.
Upon
Just because.
August?
still me.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Go Ozzy. Go Ozzy.
She's like, still me, please no.
I'll see. Okay. I'll read.
You're Ozzy.
Upon dismissing the text, the ground began trembling beneath my feet. It was a slow rumble at first, as if the island itself was growling its disapproval of my choice. Then the tremors quickened. I stole a look behind me, but Ava was nowhere to be seen. When I returned my attention to the pillars, the 4 remaining weapons disintegrated and then vanished, floating away in tiny wisps of dust on the wind. I watched in awe as the worn marble pedestals sunk back into the ground without leaving a trace. Holy shnikes. The tremors turned to violent quakes, and I rocked back on my heels, trying my best not to stumble backwards. Fighting to keep my balance, I crouched low to the ground and grit my teeth. Tiny pebbles near my hands and feet danced as they bounced back and forth before rolling toward the spot where the weapons once stood. There they coalesced,
Let's head down under, mate.
clumping together like stubborn lumps of starch in an otherwise perfect American Thanksgiving gravy. The tip of the sword I now held in my hand thudded against the bare, packed earth. It was then that I realised what was coming next. This was no simple earthquake. No, it had to be a test. A trial to gauge my mettle and teach me about the combat system in the process. Ava wasn't here, so that meant no outside help would be given. I was on my own. The growing...
All right, Annie Aussie, narrator.
This is what I was just hoping for the last 45 seconds wouldn't happen. I was like, please don't make me be an Aussie. Please don't make me be an Aussie.
Aussie.
Okay, Aussie. See, I can't even say that. I can't even begin to
Aussie.
do anything.
Aussie.
Okay. The growing amount of rock and debris
That's pretty good.
itself into
Well.
a fist in the size of a basketball before spreading its fingers wide.
There's my new favorite thing.
From somewhere deep within the ground, I could hear a muffled roar. Then the fingers dug into the soil as the creature pulled itself upward.
Yep.
Another earthen hand breached into the atmosphere, followed by the crown of a massive head.
We're New York now.
No. Jeff, Aussie, please.
Another earthen hand.
Hopeful Aussie.
Hopeful Ozzy.
Oh,
Another
the game.
hand breached into the atmosphere, followed by the crown of a massive head. The large earthen golem towered above me. Bulging muscles of stone shook as it bellowed a mighty war cry. I wiped the resulting dust and grime from my face. And concentrated on the
Oh no.
the AI.
Who's doing the AI?
Oh,
Laurie,
you inspect the rock golem.
Sorry.
Is this the right?
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
don't
You go
even
ahead,
know
Annie.
where we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on.
You inspect the rock golem. Level 2. Hit points 65. New skill. You've learned the skill. Inspect.
Less bored about being a robot.
New skill. You've learned that skill. Inspect. Rank 1. You can you can now inspect objects.
I've lost it, guys. I feel like I'm not gonna have a job tomorrow.
Do
Okay.
do a New York is it's not my sorry.
Right.
I want to hear a New York AI.
The sexy woman robot.
All right,
AI.
New York AI now.
You can now. You can now. Okay, New York AI. Okay. You can now inspect objects, creatures.
Oh man.
I've never failed so many times in a row in my life. But you never saw that one coming.
The monster had 65 hit points and was double my level, but I still had my sword and I'd already gained a crucial skill. Besides, this was a tutorial, right? How hard could it be?
Yeah.
I'm glad we finished so strong there.
Yeah.
That was a challenging one.
Bright
was-
eyes.
I've got to put my hair up.
That was Second Chance by Brady Frost.
Yes, thank you, Brady Frost, for allowing us to butcher
Yeah.
your manuscript so totally and make everyone laugh.
We have a request for SBTL, the ultimate growl off between Annie and myself. Special bonus feature Jeff Hayes performing Caramel Dancin', song and dance.
Oh, what?
Done.
So, if it's a bonus, then like, what is the qualification for the bonus to actually happen? Right? Is it an award for you guys doing a good job? Is that what's?
No, don't know.
I don't understand the rules to this request.
What's
Mr.
the request?
A growl off.
It's a growl off.
The growl.
Oh, nice.
But I don't know how to judge growls.
Growl each other off.
How do it?
That's-
I think they meant like the song
Can
growl.
we even do that from a distance?
There's a song growl.
You know, like every now and then. You know, like that kind of
Oh,
growl.
growl song.
But like
Every
better.
now and then I
Turner.
growl.
But like
I'm
better.
back. I'm back, Gary Simmons.
And it come back.
Not a scary dose. Okay.
Yeah,
So, so thank you again, Brady Frost, for letting us butcher that. And again, guys,
Yes.
we are doing this not just to hang out with you guys, although it is like our number one concern that you guys have someone to reach out and
Something to growl off to, as it were.
Growl.
off to. It's good to
You needn't growl off alone.
If somebody donates $20, I will wiggle my eyebrows for a straight minute.
Oh, fuck.
As we do whatever else we do.
I
Okay.
mean,
as we do. Okay.
I mean, fudge.
All right. So yes, please donate. That we are giving to Global Giving. They are making sure that the front lines of medical professionals are supplied with masks and ventilators and all
the personal protective equipment they need.
exactly. So
Stay healthy.
in the description of the YouTube video, you will find the GoFundMe link there, or you can check the Facebook post. There's a link there. Let's see. Our goal for today is $600. Let's see if we have any new takers. Okay, so still only at $30, but that's okay because
I pledged $20.
It's very much appreciated.
Where's the link?
the link is
I don't know anything.
I don't
the
either.
description. The link is in the description. Facebook
Yeah.
if you can't.
Damn it! What description?
Here it is. Here, I'm putting it in the private chat. Bam.
Great. I pledged $20.
Boom.
Awesome.
Who do I hit 30? Do I hit 30?
We're up
30
to
bucks, 30 bucks, 30 bucks, do I hit 30 bucks, do I hit 20 from the man over there?
I'd like to pledge too, but it's like I feel like it would take me 45 minutes to do it.
Okay.
I'll give money after though.
Well,
so you
how
know.
about you just like work out, do an Instagram video of that, and then
Yeah.
like get donations that way.
Get donations by showing a real-time version of me trying to figure out how to give a donation on a
Yeah.
computer.
Yes, actually, that'd be very entertaining. I think people would be inspired. Like, what? I can do that.
A lot of people would learn how to do it that way, probably.
Yeah,
They'd
I
be
think
like,
they would.
oh, now I get it.
Okay, So our last segment, Gary.
Yes, our last segment is going to be a round of improv. So we have a few online random stuff generators, and let's just go with the first one.
Okay.
And we'll see how we do it. So I'm going to generate a first line, and I'm going to cast. Let's do Jeff and Laurie in this one.
Oh God. Sorry, I was donating. Okay.
Oh, do you want to set it up? Okay. With her faded.
It's done.
Okay, so with her faded dress and worn shoes, she knew she couldn't go. That's you, Laurie. So you start.
Oh, I got mugged. Stupid dress made my shoes were worn. I just got these shoes. Sir, can you help me, please? I've been mugged.
Yes, absolutely.
Can I use your phone? Can I use your phone?
You can call the police if you.
What kind of phone do you have? Oh my God, is this a 9?
Yeah, it is.
How, are you a fast runner? Or just asking for a friend.
Do you need me to run and find help, or?
Yeah, that's it. 1 second, let me just text, and then I'm gonna.
Okay.
You can't get me!
Oh my God! She stole my phone! Get back here!
He saw my worn dress and shoes.
Andy, you're Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, help me! She stole this woman who just.
Oh no! Spider-Man! My one enemy! Spider-Man!
You're sneezing, girl. It's me.
What?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, could you lift a mask again?
What is Spider-Man?
What happened to you? I think this is the timeline where you hurt your ribs and you're like becoming a spider, isn't that?
Yes.
The 90s, right? I don't know.
Yes.
All right. Jeff, do you want to pick a scene and cast it?
All right. I'll pick a scene and cast it. We're going to cast it with Gary and Annie.
Cool.
Or better known as Granny.
You want a random scene? Quick plot. How about that?
You're the caster.
Zayor wants to know if Laurie just donated to her own eyebrow wiggles.
I mean, nobody else did, Gary.
Yeah, she did. She did. You know what? She has enthusiasm for her eyebrow wiggles. She has faith in them. She knows they're worth money. So she put her money.
I can do one, but not the other.
Your main character is a man in his early 30s who is very caring. The story begins in a bank. Someone receives a marriage proposal. It's a story about vengeance. Character investigates with the help of a good friend.
Another proposal, huh? Whatever. Do you know that guy?
Yeah, I know that guy.
No, you know what he did?
Well, no, I mean, I don't know what he did.
No, I know what he did. I know what he did, yeah. See that girl?
Yeah.
She's not my sister, right? So like, I shouldn't feel this way, but I do. So, you know what? I hate that guy. Okay. What's your problem?
I see what's happening. Okay.
Oh, you do?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not your sister.
No, it's not my sister. But I feel towards her like she is my sister.
You're robbing the bank.
All right.
Oh, shit. Oh my God.
Oh
God.
What's going on here? Were you just proposing to her?
Totally was. He was, dude.
That's so romantic. I mean, like, I kind of don't even want to rob the bank anymore.
Come on, dude. Do your job.
I know. It's kind of.
Look, you don't know anything about these people.
She's not my sister.
Maybe I can marry you myself, and then I'll rob the bank. How's that? That way, when I get the money,
Laurie, you're the police.
I'm still in the middle of my eyebrow thing.
All right. So the police had eyebrows.
Hey everybody, I'm the sexy police.
Right.
You do sexy bomb in the name of sexy.
The police to be sexy when I rob the bank. I'm kind of glad I got caught now. This is a very romantic bank robbery.
You're gonna be real glad this is a tearaway.
Whoa!
Gary, your internal affairs.
Internal affairs.
I totally thought you were a hot chick. Turns out
where is the bachelor? I'm sorry, I must have gotten confused. Is this a robbery? What's going? Oh no!
Internal affairs. All right, show me your internals.
Put your hands up, or
okay. I did not sign up for this, okay?
Put one hand up, you can cover your boobs with your other arm. It's cool.
Put the boobs away, ma'am.
What's wrong with them?
Annie, you're the FBI.
Okay, everybody, start making sense. Start making it right now. This is the FBI. This is a bank heist. It looks like a freaking frat party. Okay, who's in charge here? Who's in charge?
I don't
Jeff,
know.
you're the bank
I'm not-
manager.
I'm in charge here. Why are you disturbing the customers who are trying to rob my bank? We're trying to do business here.
Listen, okay, there's a new kid in town. His name is the FBI, and that's me. And I came here because I heard somebody was about to propose to the girl of my dreams. I've known her since we grew up together in Yonkers, and nobody's proposing to Amy but me.
Well,
not even you, Gary, not even you. I know she's like a sister to you, but you're
But she's
secretly in
not
love
my
with her.
sister.
I know, but she might as well be. She's gonna be my wife.
Is
Laurie,
Amy gonna get awkward
Laurie,
when I
you're
give
the-
her sister a lap dance?
Oh no, Laurie, you're the wedding planner. You show up.
Oh my god, this is such a mess. I mean, I just want you guys to know I'm still billing hourly. This is not my fault.
I know this seems unprofessional, but when people get married at my bank, they usually have a better plan.
Vodka break, vodka break,
Gary,
vodka
you're the
break.
camera crew.
Okay. Frame up on the robber. Okay.
Yeah, just
There
cut
he is.
over here,
Right.
right here. Here's the lucky couple. Here's the bank robber who's gonna marry them. Okay, we have.
Awesome.
You know what, FBI? Get your federal fingers out of my bank. You have
Kinky.
no business. You have no business telling me who can get married in my bank.
That's it. Federal fingers ends. One more. Come on.
One more.
857. Come on.
Okay.
One
Okay. Do you want me to do it? Do you want to do Jeff?
Huh? No, you.
Okay. Annie and Laurie. The entrance to the tunnel was their only way out.
Oh my god, which way do we go? Is it the one way? Is that the way that we should go? I don't understand.
Hold on.
Annie's
I think Annie's frozen.
I haven't eaten in 30 minutes and Annie is frozen and I don't know which way to go through the
Jeff, take
tunnel.
over. You're
Okay,
Annie.
Oh god. So I think that there's I see light. I see light at the end of this tunnel. I don't know.
Get back here. Oh, we're gonna catch you.
Oh no. There's people
Gary,
coming
you're a homeless guy.
to the kitchen.
Hey,
Who lives
got
in
any
the tunnel?
money?
Oh,
Wait a minute,
home.
we'll give
We
you
might need him to
all-
propagate the human race.
Yeah.
Has anybody thought of that?
I don't have a gate, not even a proper one.
Oh,
Come on into my house, in my house tunnel.
in your house.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
You
We
on the
should go.
run?
Jeff, you're his faithful dog.
Come over here, Flopsy. Look, we have some guests.
Oh, this is the year of yes, so I'm just gonna say yes. I will go into your weird, creepy tunnel.
Want to pet my dog?
I would love to. Oh, he's ooh, is that tar?
He bites,
Is
but he
that-
got no teeth.
Yeah, but he has. Oh, my fingers, my fingers.
Yeah, he's got one big, huge tooth in the back of his throat. I don't know how it got there.
Anybody have a tourniquet?
Turn to who? You can only turn one way, back, but you shouldn't go there.
That wait, that way or that way?
Room.
Which way?
You can sit down, have a cup of tea. I'm not sure what the liquid is, but I'll make tea out of it.
Look, I don't trust you anymore.
What you got there? That's a fancy pencil.
They were fingers.
Annie, you're creeping doom.
Okay.
I think we all are.
I'm feeling kind of sad right now. I feel a sense of creeping doom. Flopsy, sick him, Flopsy. Use your tooth.
Oh,
I'm sorry I declawed you, Flopsy.
oh, it's growing faster than kudzu. It's creeping on everything.
Did you pet the dog? Pet him again.
Kudzu for the win. Thank you.
What's that?
Kudzu for the win. Thank you, y'all.
Is that it? Did we win? I think we totally lost improv today, but we won during the improv of the just the improv of the acting. You know, during the narration.
That was
makes up for it.
kick ass.
It was really kick ass.
I very much enjoyed that.
Yeah. I did too, and I think people are going to donate because of how
I hope so.
good
Donate.
bad we did.
I'm gonna donate.
You better.
As am I.
I don't know if you can tell, guys, but Laurie is really tough.
I hope that anybody who hasn't donated has a total eclipse of the heart.
Yeah, me too. And if you don't, she is going to do a Bronco Buster on you. She learned how to do it.
We all learned what that was through gifts very recently.
Yes, you're welcome. You're
And
welcome.
she's like a pro at it.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
did
Once
it
upon a time, I
real-
was falling in love.
Yeah.
Now I'm only falling apart.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ever since that Bronco Buster.
I Bronco busted you into pieces.
So thank you everybody for coming and watching.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you for
Good
donations that
night.
I'm sure will be coming in. I'll make
See
it
you later.
tomorrow for exactly how many people and how much was donated. And yeah, that's that's our show for today. Thank you, Gary, for hosting. Thank you, Ahmed,
for having me.
our sound effects wizard. Thank you, Annie, for being
Failing so miserably.
well. You
so many
failed in
times
the
in a
most
row.
beautiful ways, and
Thank
you're. I
you.
think I don't know. I think you
All
won
I
the
could
New
hope
York
for.
thing.
I what?
Say that again.
I feel like Annie won New York.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. We all did pretty good.
We
New
might
York
want to ask a
stuff.
person from New York if
Yeah.
Ooh,
Who won?
they may not be pleased with us.
Yeah. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully we were just as offensive as anyone.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the whole point.
And yeah, successful show, ladies and gentlemen.
Indeed.
For everybody
Thanks for
who
joining us.
contributed, and thank you
See you again next week.
for writing "Love in the Time of Corona." I can't wait
Mm.
for the next installment.
Yeah.
of the soap opera.
Nor can I.
You guys have a good night, have a good week, and have a good quarantine, as best quarantine as you can have. All right.
Bye.
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 Bye.